Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the news from SABA satellite channel from Arab. Here are tonight's top stories. President Al-Alimi chairs mini cabinet meeting on reforms, security and the Wissam Guide investigation. Member of PLC Al-Subaihi reviews health sector plans and drug authority readiness in Aden. Defense Minister discusses maritime security and military unification with U.S. Ambassador. Welcome back into the details. President Dr. Rashad Al-Alimi, President of the Presidential Leadership Council, chaired a mini-government meeting in Riyadh with Presidential Leadership Council member Salim Al-Khambashi and Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Shaya Al-Zindani to review national developments and progress in economic and service reforms. The meeting also included Central Bank Governor Ahmed Ghalib and Economic Team Head Hussam Al-Sharjabi. The meeting also discussed efforts to strengthen security and stability in Aden and deliberated governorates, and to improve coordination between central and local institutions. Interior Minister Ibrahim Haidan presented a preliminary report on the killing of the Wissam Guide, acting Executive Director of the Social Fund for Development, including the arrest of one suspect. The meeting said the attack was aimed at undermining stability, confidence in national and international institutions, and the development work environment, and stressed that those responsible would be pursued and brought to justice. The meeting also reviewed implementation of Presidential Leadership Council decisions, especially Decision Number 11 of 2025, including improving public revenues, closing accounts outside the central bank, and preparing an urgent plan to secure fuel for power stations before the summer. From the wider reform agenda, we move to one of the most urgent service files affecting citizens' daily lives, electricity, where Presidential Leadership Council member Mahmoud Al-Subaihi called for intensified efforts to improve electricity service, describing it as one of the most basic services affecting citizens' daily lives. He made the remarks during an inspection visit to the Ministry of Electricity and Energy in Al-Mansoura to review performance and the challenges facing the power sector in Aden and nearby governorates. On the sidelines of the visit, Al-Subaihi chaired an expanded meeting with Electricity Minister Adnan Al-Kaf, Ministry Undersecretaries, Electricity Corporation officials, area directors and inspection committees. The meeting reviewed pressure on the sector ahead of the summer, financial and administrative conditions, outstanding debts, and the need to secure resources to stabilize service. Officials also outlined difficulties in securing mazout and diesel for power stations, as well as shortages in crude oil supplies. Al-Subaihi urged the ministry to take firm action against illegal connections and reduce power loss, saying that these steps are essential to improve plant performance and protecting financial resources. He added that the electricity file remains a core concern for Presidential Leadership Council and called for coordinated action to overcome current challenges and reduce pressure on citizens. And from electricity services to public health, where Presidential Leadership Council member Mahmoud Al-Subaihi reviewed the Health Ministry's operational plans and strategies for addressing current health challenges and improving services for citizens. During an inspection visit to the ministry, he received a detailed briefing from Health Minister Qasim Bahaybih on the ministry's development path and its institutional structure. Al-Subaihi then chaired an expanded meeting with the ministry undersecretaries and executive directors to discuss the health situation in liberated governorates and ministry plans for confronting epidemic diseases. He said healthcare lies at the core of human security and called for stronger preventive action, wider awareness campaigns and direct field interventions to contain disease outbreaks and address chronic illnesses, including heart disease and cancer. In the same health-related context, Al-Subaihi also visited the Supreme Board of Drugs and Medical Appliances to review pharmaceutical oversight and drug safety work. He toured its specialized laboratories and reviewed their role in quality control and drug safety. Deputy Executive Director Abu Bakr Abbad also briefed him on the history of Yemen's pharmaceutical industry and described national production as a pillar of drug security. Al-Subaihi called for stronger laboratory laboratory performance, and tighter pharmaceutical oversight to ensure safe and effective medicines. Turning now to security and regional challenges, where Defense Minister Tahir Al-Ugaili met U.S. Ambassador Stephen Fagan and military attaché Colonel C. Newcomb to discuss developments on the national and regional fronts, challenges linked to securing international navigation in the Red Sea, and efforts to unify military formations. During the meeting, Al-Ugaili said that military institution is moving ahead with strengthening its readiness to protect national sovereignty and respond to challenges in ways that support security and stability in Yemen and the wider region. He also stressed the importance of stronger international support for the armed forces so they can help protect the country and maritime routes in the face of what he described as continuing threats from the Houthi militias, which he linked to the Iranian project. Back to the security file in Aden, authorities are stepping up efforts to pursue those behind the killing of Wissam Gaid, the acting executive director of the Social Fund for Development. Interior Minister Ibrahim Haidan has ordered security authorities to move quickly to arrest those responsible for the abduction and killing of Wissam Gaid, the acting executive director of the Social Fund for Development. In Aden, the directive came during phone calls with police chiefs in Aden, Lahja Abiyan and Taz. Haidan called for a higher level of security readiness and intensified field operations to track down the perpetrators, arrest them and bring them to justice. He also received a briefing from Aden Police Chief Mutahhar al-Shuaibi on the details of the abduction and killing and on the measures being taken to pursue those involved. Haidan said security agencies will spare no effort to pursuing criminal elements and deterring any attempt to undermine security and stability. He also stressed the importance of coordination among the security services in the governorate to spread up the search for those responsible. The same crime has also drawn strong condemnation from the Human Rights Ministry, which described the killing as an attack on humanitarian and development work. The ministry said targeted national professionals working in development and humanitarian fields represents a dangerous escalation that undermines stability and development efforts. It called for an urgent and transparent investigation, the pursuit of those responsible, and stronger protection measures to prevent similar crimes from recurring. The statement also urged the international community and UN organizations to condemn the crime, support accountability efforts, and help ensure protection for humanitarian and development workers. On the diplomatic issue, the Minister of Legal Affairs has discussed stronger cooperation in legal and legislative fields with the United States Ambassador Stephen Fagan. The meeting also reviewed issues of shared interest and ways to support legal reform in a manner that serves the public interest and backs government efforts to improve services and strengthen institutional performance. Al-Maghdari praised U.S. support as well as the role of countries backing security, stability, and peace building in Yemen, and said such support remains important to helping the government addressing current challenges. For his part, Ambassador Fagan said the United States is ready to cooperate and provide support and technical advice to the Ministry of Legal Affairs while praising the ministry's role. And in the economic sector, Yemen is seeking to expand international partnerships in energy and mining, with Britain among the key partners. Oil and Minerals Minister Mohammed Bamaka met UK Ambassador Abda Sharif to discuss stronger bilateral cooperation in energy and minerals resources, as well as prospects for development in both sectors. During the meeting, Bamaka reviewed the ministry's work program for the next phase, including staff training, stronger administrative and technical performance, and the adoption of modern technologies to raise production and develop oil and mineral fields. He also invited leading British companies in energy and mining to invest in Yemen, saying the ministry is working to create a more attractive environment for international partnerships. For her part, Ambassador Sharif reaffirmed Britain's support for the government and for structural and economic reforms backed by the state, including implementation of Presidential Leadership Council decisions aimed at strengthening institutions and improving living conditions. And in Aden, Health Minister Qasim Buhaibih opened the first intensive training course on good manufacturing practices and inspections of pharmaceutical production sites. The program is organized by the Supreme Board of Drugs and Medical Appliances through its training and continuing education department. The first phase of the course will run for 1 week and train 40 staff members from the authority and its branches in the governorate. The goal is to strengthen their skills in evaluating and monitoring pharmaceutical factories in line with international standards in support of drug quality and safety. Buhaibih said improving inspection and evaluation skills is essential to ensuring the quality of medicines available in the local market. Deputy Executive Director Abu Bakr Ba'abad said the course is part of the authority's strategic plan to build technical capacity for drug inspection work. That was the news bulletin from SABA satellite channel from Marib. Thank you for watching. Have a good time.